any more consistent than they are, because despite the fact that, you know, you won't see a mid-level Richter player hit them at all, Dom nearly can hit it every other set, which is astounding for how much reward they give you.
Oh, yeah, and especially when some of them are traps that are relatively straightforward. Like, he can catch that PS2 trap just by doing jump flame onto the platform, meeting your normal getup, and then going from there. Uses a lot of very conventional traps. There we see the well, it was air to ground, I suppose, side B, catching quite low. Big damage from Frawg.
I think Frawg may have actually anticipated that downer, just a bit off on the placement with the side B.
Who makes it right past that holy water, is gonna not get to pressure because of the side B, and ends up losing the stock too early there. A nice lead from Dom.
Yeah, things were looking so good for Frawg, but ended up saving Dom in the process of their own recovery.
Unfortunate that that downer didn't work. It's parry.
The witch time is going to be the key, leaving Frawg in the perfect position to space an F smash.
Yeah, we see, I believe that was a pivot cancel F smash just to catch up in time, get that hit out before witch time was over.
Another parry, this time able to bats within to escape the holy water.
Alright, this is that damage so far coming out from Frawg, but Belmont's at 93 and Bayo at 53 is not too hard of a situation if Bayo can't find this kill.
Yeah, that'll be the key. Dom just wants to avoid back air at all costs. Any strings that won't lead to his kill, still not within forward throw kill range, so has a bit more freedom, I guess, to operate, but that is what's going to be killer.
Yeah, that up B unfortunately catching Dom. The up B not working is actually part of the reason why he died, but I think even if he'd air dodged out the blast zone, he was done. That route's coming out here. Oh, I like that reset to center too with the dive kick. Very smart stuff. Frawg playing a very nice game here.
Yeah, this tech on the platform, Frawg going for it all here.
Unfortunately, gets clipped by that back air.
Heel slide comes in, gets this combo going.
Very nice DI down. Yeah, Bayo does not kill. Unless it's back air. That move actually definitely kills, I promise you. Pretty strong move.
Always been strong for quite a while, but now with that recent buff that Bayo has the up tilt, the setup into it, that's the reason we saw Frawg fishing for a couple up tilts, even on shield, because with what punish Belmont can get going, it's without a doubt probably, I should say, out of uppercut range, so Dom will have to rethink his tried and true coverall punish.
Yep.
Go for something else. And unless he can think on the fly and predict when Frawg's going to stop up tilting, won't be able to get a large punish.
Yeah, I think Dom is going to have to play a much more honest game because, as I was saying before the set, those anti-air side Bs were coming into effect a lot, but I hadn't realized Belmont is too tall and can't zone Bayo if she does aerial side B in time. So the adjustment from Dom was to start trying to use aerial projectiles, which immediately got grounded heel slided. And he lost the conceptual rock, paper, scissors on a lot of levels there during that game. You're just gonna need to keep it a little bit more honest, maybe play a little bit more of a tight spacing game rather than trying to get set up off of the projectiles. Even if he's only using cross and letting cross follow behind him, I think that would be better than looking for some of these holy waters that he has been in neutral.
And some of that can be attributed to Frawg's conditioning as well. Knowing that Dom had already sectioned off part of the stage, you can probably get a handle on what projectile or what specific setup he might look to go for. And, if you aerial side B, you'll cover two at once, but grounded side B will leave you with perhaps a wider window for a punish. And even with those strings, Dom, is going to be forced into a situation. Is he going to down air at a disadvantage? Is he going to go for something else? And on a stage like Town, especially with the setup where the platforms were absent, that put him in a lot of bad situations.
Abs. Walking into game 2, I'm wondering what adjustments we're going to see from both players. In terms of map, I feel as long as PS2 is off the table, Frawg is in a good spot because consistently banning one of Dom's true comfort picks is going to do a lot in the long run, at least for confidence, right? Because if Dom doesn't have these setups rehearsed and Bayo's witch timing through some of these setups because he's literally a single to 2 frames off, um, things are gonna get a little bit scary for him. And I know as someone who is a lab rat, and in Smash 4, my whole thing was just being a lab rat and then going to these tournaments and hitting those routes in tournament. When you're not able to find the important stuff and you're not able to find your footing in neutral, your confidence becomes very, very shaky.
Yeah, no question. Dom, you know, isn't immune to being mentally frazzled. We've seen, his mindset play a huge factor into his success in the past, and it doesn't take a lot to rattle him. It does take a lot to rattle him. He's very analytical at points, but something can weigh heavy in the back of his mind if he makes an obvious error or he fails to recognize something until after a game. And hopefully that isn't the case because the mental game is so critical against a character like Bayo.
Absolutely. And Bayo definitely type of character where if you lose confidence in yourself, she's just gonna start slapping you with those 50 damage routes back to back to back to back to back. And things are gonna get really out of hand really fast. I believe we're having a quick lag test from the players. Everyone in chat, I hope you're having a beautiful afternoon or evening or night or morning, depending on what region of the world you're in, because I don't know. Regardless, I hope it's beautiful.
Indeed. Before in the middle of this lag check, just want to give a quick shout out to Red Bull Gaming and Red Bull Canada. We've said it before, but they're such an instrumental part of putting on productions like this, and all these fancy graphics, all this production value, the replay system, some of the prize pool as well, and some of the promotion for this event falls squarely in their lap. So huge part putting an event like this on. They are a very, very critical piece of the puzzle. So very big shout out to them, as well as to the EMG team, making things out of what is, a horrible situation with some of these in-person events being canceled, putting on circuits like this week in, week out. It's just so special to be able to see top talent in any form, and they're making it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Really rising to the occasion after the announcement of Smash World Tour, putting together their own circuit for online that's just been incredibly hype every single step of the way with a nice, fresh format. I really like. I really like the play out format and the regional bosses and the way they're going into easing into this top cut with the qualifiers. And just it's been really good stuff from the EMG team, Waveform as well, helping them run things in the background, and Red Bull with the sponsorship support. That's a dream team right there, baby.
Yeah, it's a beautiful combination, and some of the top talent we've seen from past regions. Esam took a regional, as did Ned, as did Ouch, the Wolf player from British Columbia. And these are players who you'd ordinarily see at a major and think, oh, yep, I'd expect them to do well. But given how deep the fields that they were going against, it's not just a matter of they're a top player steamrolling everyone else. They're a top player managing to come out on top against other threats.
All right. Yeah, we are just waiting on this quick lag test from the players. Somebody's not wired. No, I imagine they both are, but if one of them wasn't, that'd be super unfortunate.
I know Dom started out at the very onset of the pandemic not wired and didn't seem to think it made a difference. And I just remember talking to him and watching his stream and how quickly his mind changed after entering just a couple online brackets and seeing some of the I'm using his own words, endless pain that he had inflicted upon a couple people. I think he has since repented. Um, so hopefully things aren't the problem on his end or on Frawg's.
It's like the game already has inherently online. It's an extra, what is it, 10 frames of delay, something like that. Which is now 9 after the patch, because I know they buffed it. They buffed Wi-Fi by 1 frame, guys. Very poggers. But you definitely got to be wired in 2020.
Yeah, even Sakurai in the middle of that Steve broadcast took some time out to say, hey, I know y'all are hyped about Minecraft. I know this is exciting. The Travis Me costume, everything that's happening. 9.0, the new update, balance changes. And it's been a year and a half, and some of y'all are still going with the plain Wi-Fi connection, and that just will not do.
You just gotta evolve. You're making everyone else suffer. Everyone else in the room is suffering. I bet you're used to it. I know you're used to it, but it doesn't matter. Think about the others in the room.
Yeah, and to be perfectly honest, I don't know if all of that is on Sakurai and his team, given that the Switch is a console that came out without a native Ethernet port, and the fact that you do need that added extension, which is not something that every player will have, especially if they're coming from a more casual background. But it is just such a necessity at this point in time, and you could hardly imagine tournaments like this without them.
It's got these nice calm jams to ease us in as we wait for the continuation of this set. All right. I believe we are going to be cutting to a break for a little bit. The lag test is still going on. The players just want to figure out exactly what it is, make sure that neither of them are having any problems going forward.
Yeah, still more action to come after this break in any sense. More great matches headed your way. So hopefully this will not take too long, and we will see you in just a few moments.
Yeah, absolutely stay tuned. We'll catch you in a bit. All right, gamers, we're back. We're here chilling. Gonna get right into game 2 real quick for you guys. Thank you so much for being patient.
Yes, indeed. It looks like there may have been a bit of an issue with some of the servers, so hopefully to start remedying things a little bit, we will be restreaming from Dom's perspective as he is also streaming his bracket run, hopefully to just get a bit better latency, but things will be going and delivered to you in this same fashion. So back to town and city, and already Dom has to burn that air dodge to make it back, and Frawg just unable to cover. That could have been very disastrous if it were a second earlier.
Yeah, opening up with an incredibly threatening route. Catching a quick 72 off the bat. And a witch time. Things are looking pretty scary for Dom here on this first stock.
Yeah, Dom unable to really get anything more than a stray hit thus far, and Frawg playing very well around Dom as opposed to the other way around. Does get that heel slide, the up air too.
Ooh, the back air to catch Dom trying to leave the platform. Perhaps pushing buttons first a little bit too much. I feel Dom should maybe wait on Frawg here, but finding a little bit of damage on his way to securing this first stock.
Once again, back into Frawg's grasp. Wanted to bat out an air dodge, but Dom smartly will not give it to him.
Fortunate spacing on that back air, gonna squeeze it into the ground and get hard punished off the side with a ladder. Very big stuff from Frawg walking into this game 2 situation, soon to walk out of it. Puts the flame right on Richter.
Bouncing right back off the shield as ricochets into a perfect situation. The up tilt, up air, another ladder going. Dom just air dodges at the perfect moment. Very opportune for him. No tipper on the forward air.
Ooh, huge nair there off the side. Oh, and the single hit is going to cause the whiff of the combo. That's so unfortunate from Frawg.
Immaculate SDI to save himself from Dom as that pivot F tilt will finally rid Frawg of one stock, but that forward smash very narrowly not getting it done.
Nair, putting him under the map. Very well played game by Frawg. Very quick. Just showing that very terrifying advantage state from Bayonetta, as we always see. She just really sticks you, and with a character like Richter who struggles off map, a character that's sticking you until the point where you lose all your resources is going to be a very, very hard time, and we saw that come into effect that first and last stop.
Yeah, we saw ladders from Frawg going off the top in previous sets, but this time transitioning to a stage like Town, Frawg showing that they're able to do the exact same thing off to the side as well, and taking that momentum from already a great first stock into another stock that Dom perished at like 60, 70. That's not kill percent ordinarily for Bayonetta, but an amazing setup, and Dom just was shaken from that point going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Richter, it's very hard to re-secure that lead versus a character that has good out of shield, is going to be able to punish you for even thinking about throwing that cross or that holy water or that axe from half a stage away. So I believe taking the early lead is really going to be Dom's lifesaver here. And if that doesn't happen, Frawg is going to run away with the set absolutely for free.
On to FD, a stage we have yet to see today.
We've got the Terry counter pick against Bayonetta. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, Dom giving up some of the range, perhaps for better frame data and maybe more consistent kill power. I know this was a character that Dom had really high hopes for upon Terry's release, and while it hasn't become his main just yet, it's something that he continues to keep in his bag of characters. I know Dom has a Palutena as well, but knowing that Frawg also plays the character may have just been discouraged from that particular choice.
Very nice stuff from Dom so far, really keeping this even. Hasn't lost jump yet, almost gets the double burn knuckle.
Oh!
We're gonna have a geyser on that overshot up B for the early secure.
Yeah, just rebounded off the stage on that. Not well spaced from Frawg, and Dom able to react. Still has go for the time being, so this is very scary for a character who does rely on some setups to kill if they're not finding a raw down air or back air.
I believe that F smash was cracked shoot out of shield. Dom actually has a very clean Terry. Using that slow power wave to try and chase, but Frawg is gonna find that out of shield punish. Very close game here.
We are seeing Dom make use of some power waves, but Frawg isn't taking the bait, continuing to put this pressure on in grounded positions. Well spaced on that as well to whiff grab the F smash.
Frawg has been finding a lot of damage through this method of hitting a combo starter and then just spending a lot of time waiting and watching the opponent just trying to punish the escape from this event. It's going to be really hard from Dom. Yeah, that's stock. Absolutely stock.
What an interception from Frawg.
It's very hard for Terry to do anything when you swing from that position because all of the moves with iframes are DPs, so you're going to have to drop back down on her anyways and stuff.
Cancels that jab into a rising tackle, though Dom only 11% behind.
Yeah. Very good stuff. You love to see that cancel into charge rising tackle. An unfortunate roll from ledge is going to get Dom caught here. Oof.
Oh!
Nasty stuff from Frawg. Just a quick cleanup. Ugh.
I think Frawg was hoping to get that spike off stage, but when he saw that Dom rebounded near the ledge, what reaction time to immediately dip back and tipper the F smash. So Frawg will advance over T3 Dom in a clean 3-0, facing Best Ness in winners finals. And if he continues to play that way, Best Ness could be in for something.
Yeah, definitely looking to be a very hype winners final set. We have that set we watched just now is very good. Dom's Terry, honestly clean, but when you run to a character that you don't have as much experience with, especially if you've been playing one character for the last like several months, your disadvantage is going to feel off. And I feel like we saw that a lot. The Nair out of disadvantage after the down smash that ended up losing him the set. Just getting caught off stage in a lot of precarious situations. It's definitely scary versus a character like Bayonetta if you don't know how to escape disadvantage. So I feel like going with your comfort pick is important. But we're going to be running it right into a quick Red Bull replay for you guys for this set. Shoutouts, Red Bull.
Indeed, and I could not agree more. The Terry switch did seem to solve a lot of Dom's neutral problems, but it still did not help the fact that he still has a very unconventional disadvantage, and Bayo will be able to intercept if she makes only a couple reads.
Exactly. Alright, looking down at the losers bracket, we have MVD over Arconi in a Game 5 situation for that run back versus Midnight. We have Krieg fighting Dom, and those two are going to face off in semis. So our whole bracket is played out here for you. If you guys want to pull that up on Smash GG, you can see it for yourselves. But we have winners finals, Best Nest versus Frawg. We've got those losers quarters matches, Midnight MVD and Dom Krieg, and that's all going to lead one into the other.
Yep, 16 people entered today with a chance of winning it. We have whittled the field down to just 6, the 4 you mentioned, as well as Best Ness and Frawg on winner's side. And again, I think Best Ness is in pole position here, but you know, if you put me in a time machine, fast forwarded 2 hours, and it turns out Krieg takes this thing, or Midnight takes this thing, or someone takes it from losers, it wouldn't shock me as we move into this replay.
Backer placement.
tilt into back air. That confirmed very crucial for game one. And here we're going to move into a game that was just so one-sided.
And then Cash's Dom under the map with no jump. Very unfortunate that Belmonts don't go as far with their up B. In a better world, Belmonts live that. Yeah, we see that Geyser to catch the overshot up B. That was some very tight stuff.
And there we see the highlight of the entire set, that game-ending down smash to F smash, the set taker right there from Frawg.
I hadn't realized at first that Dom tried to parry and just mistimed the parry. His shield actually came out for a bit there. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, it seemed like that was what was going on too, because ordinarily you would expect either some sort of action, whether it's a parry or a roll, and we didn't see any startup frames on either of those. So, it is a matter. It could have been better timed, and there is a universe where Dom times that correctly and gets center stage back.